Hey guys, what's up? Jake here. Just wanted to do a quick video about the ban and restricted announcement coming up for August 7th for Magic the Gathering. We've got stuff for potentially every format could be up for grabs other than Commander, because it's a different rules committee for that. The big thing after the Pro Tour was the One Ring. I do think there was some pretty fun matches played at the Pro Tour, but I also think I don't know, from like round 10 on, for Modern, it was a lot of like rinse and repeat. Teamer Rhinos versus, excuse me as the truck goes by, Teamer Rhinos versus Tron I saw a lot, to the point where it just got kind of like, boring. There was a couple of Rakdos Evoke decks. I mean, when you get to the top 8, there was only one, and I was really hopeful that we'd get at least a Rakdos or a, what was the other one? Amulet Titan was hanging out at the top 8. I don't know if that's what the going forward things are going to look like. I think Tron pretty much is always just in need of one powerful card. The Ring kind of falls right into that wheelhouse because they've got Karn the Great Creator. I do think the Ring, they should, I mean, I own a Ring. I went out and bought one for Modern for Jeskai Breach. I still think it should probably just be outright banned in Modern because, first off, when you have a colorless artifact that's very powerful like that, you're looking at something that's like almost every deck can play it and benefit from it. Then on top of that, you've also got the fact that it's showing up at the Pro Tour, and I think they said 42% of decks, and then 50% of the top 8 had the One Ring in the deck. It's very powerful. I also think there probably should be some talk for Orcish Bowmaster. I don't know if now is the right time to ban it this time, but I really think it might be a high enough power card that it does deserve a ban. I know there's some talk going into doing like Grief, Fury. I really just think, Grief, although I understand the bad feels, my son actually plays a Rakdos Rakdos Scam, Evoke, whatever they want to call it. And it does feel bad sometimes. Sometimes you'll have like the double removal spell and he'll be able to rip one out of your hand, and then he can rip the other. Usually you can respond and get rid of it. But if it sticks in the board with a lot of the return effects, he's even bigger. So now it can't just be on a holy heat. You can't get rid of him with Prismatic Ending until turn 3 or 4 based off of your mana. And you're looking at taking 4 a turn because it's got Menace. I could see it. I just think it's kind of messed up to take one Evoke creature and then leave the rest, because they're all kind of messed up cards. You know, you could make the same. I get the argument. It rips 2 cards, sure, and then it sticks around and it hits you. Okay. I've had times where Fury's wiped my entire board. It's 4 for 1 to me, and then it still gets to stick around and be a 3/3 double striker or a 4/4 double striker. Solitude. You know, we've all had times where we've swung in where we thought we were going to win, and you get solituded with 0 mana up, and then they turn the game around, whether it be Hammer or whatever, or what have you. You know, Murktide's like one of the decks that's oddly enough playing one of the fairer games, but even they have access to Fury, Subtlety, stuff like that. Subtlety is like the only one I think that will maybe not be in talks for bans for like ever, because it's like the least powered of the spells. In Modern, I really think Violent Outburst probably should go. I get it. Part of that is just me being salty against the different cascading decks. But I mean, I just think the fact that you can do it on your turn, and do it on your opponent's turn at instant speed and hold up something like Force Negation is just a super powerful effect. And I think maybe it just shouldn't be allowed. In Pioneer, one other thing. I also think Fable could be up for talks for something to ban as well. Fable's a pretty powerful card. I think Modern's the one place it probably could stay, but it's highly powerful. Oh, and I actually think that Karn the Great Creator is probably the thing that's going to get banned. I think they're going to ban that first, because I think Wizards of the Coast is going to want to keep their 2 high-priced cards in a set that just came out so they can sell packs. Because once they ban the Ring, I don't think it's going to drop to like super low prices, but it's probably $20 card maybe for Commander players and Legacy and stuff. But it's probably going to get banned in Legacy if it's being banned in Modern. Let's be real. So they definitely won't ban both that and Orcish Bowmasters. So I don't think that'll happen. So I could see like Karn the Great Creator getting banned just due to the fact that they want to kind of be like, hey, look, we're taking action against the Ring. It's kind of what they did with Hogak, where they tried to get rid of like Bridge from Below and stuff like that first. so that they could still sell their packs for the cards that were a draw, but also not actually deal with the real problem, but make people feel placated. I don't think anybody who actually plays Modern is like, wow, you did great on that Bridge from Below ban, guys. Like, it was really weird. It was them trying to pretend they were doing something while not really doing something. Pioneer, I don't play enough Pioneer to really know. Like and comment down below. My guess would be something like Fable the Mirror Breaker could be banned. Karn the Great Creator could be something you could talk about. I think Sholdred's still in Pioneer. You could probably make some sort of conversation for Sholdred, just because it's kind of like a feel-bad card. What else do they got that's like crazy? I play a lot of Explorer on Arena. I wish they'd hurry up and get all the cards in instead of making alchemy sets. Just come out with the Explorer set stuff, and then it would be easier for me to like, oh, that's definitely a problem. I think Indomitable Creativity is actually something they could actually look at across the formats too, Pioneer and Modern. Less in Pioneer than Modern, just because it's like there are a lot of good hits and you can just win the game on the spot. But also you have to, it's really difficult, I think, to set up a turn to where you can get rid of two things that are non-interacted with to set up your combo. I think stuff like the Atraxa one is interesting because you only need one of them to actually go through to get the Atraxa in play, but Atraxa alone doesn't win the game on the spot, and decks can kind of like change how they're going to run things just to try to win the game. I think it's interesting just with like the Lord of the Rings coming out, how like Ragavan's been, I don't even think people are worried about Ragavan anymore, you know? Other cards that were in talks before seem like less of a problem, and it's just like the One Ring. I will tell you, it is a heck of a card. I've played with it. I actually just played with it last night at one of the local stores, 3D Games in Farmington, Maine. Played some Modern. There was a few guys down there. I think I had the ring out in multiple games, and it's just, it's not necessarily you're going to guarantee to win, but it's like Harmonize and Time Walk all in one card, because you get basically a free extra turn off the 4 mana, and you basically get to draw 3 cards off the 4 extra mana. That alone in a game of Modern, getting an extra turn and drawing that many cards can just win you the game sometimes. You know, never mind the fact that it nullifies other things, such as Grief and Thoughtseize. Yeah, I just think it's got to go. Although, Modern is still fun to play, I say. Get out there and play at your local LGS. That's mainly all I wanted to bring to the table for stuff to discuss. I hope you guys are having a good day. The ban list is coming up on August 7th, so if you guys have any things you think should be banned, put it down below. If you have anything to where you're thinking maybe they should unban some stuff, I would be all about unbanning some things. I know I'd get some like hate for this, but I say unban. I wouldn't even run it in anything but the Jitte. I'd like to see that unbanned. Perhaps something, I think Preordain would be fine. Maybe even Ponder. Not Brainstorm. I think that's way too powerful. Just with the fetch lands and effects like that, what else would be probably okay? Oh, they've been talking about, what was that, the green artifact there? Birthing Pod, I think it is. They've been talking about that forever. I say unban a bunch of it. I think you could probably, I know it would probably be a little bit, it might not be healthy. I would like to see Deathrite Shaman unbanned. Unban it in Modern so we can play it. I mean, it barely does anything in Pioneer, but they are very different formats. You know, we have the fetch lands in Modern, so it's like almost always going to tap for a mana if you need it. So you got mana ramp. But is it powerful? Yeah, but so is so many things in Modern right now. It's another thing that can block Ragavan. It's another thing that doesn't die to Orcish Bowmasters. They might end up playing that plus the Halfling that like, makes your stuff uncounterable they just came out with. And stuff like Yawgmoth. Oh no, I doubt it. They probably wouldn't have enough room for that. But you play one or the other, and probably uncounterable in certain situations is going to be more valuable than the thing that can eat stuff from graveyards, although not in the mirror. I just think it would be interesting. Unban some stuff. Like the artifact lands, I think are way too powerful. Don't even bother with that. And anything that's been, stuff like Hogak, don't even bother with that. No Ayavugan. But stuff that's been banned for a long time that was deemed too powerful for pre-Modern Horizons, Modern, I say give it a try. You know, stuff like Stoneforge Mystic is obviously not too overpowered. Like, it's a great card, great effects, but we have enough tools to deal with those things now. And I just think playing a turn 3 birthing pod isn't going to win you the game any quicker than what they can currently do in Yawgmoth. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the stuff will come out and be way too overpowered. But give me a list down below. Give me some likes. If you guys have anything you think should be banned or unbanned, things you'd like to discuss. I know I've had hot debates over like the Jitte. I think it would be fine in Modern. One of my buddies who's played it in Legacy, he's like, nope. So hope you guys are having a great day. Stay well out there. Stay safe. Right now it's sunny out here in Maine, so if you live in the Northeast and you got a sunny day, get out there and enjoy some weather. Have a great day, guys. Bye.